Hello everyone, welcome to Timeless Energy Tarot with me, Crystal. We're here today with your solar eclipse pick a card reading. Um, I feel like this is going to be an important reading. So it's not even pick a card, it's actually a pick a deck, as you can see. The solar eclipse comes on December 4th with the new moon, and it's expected to be very powerful, and it's going to be bringing about unexpected changes, most of which I think might be a little challenging for a lot of us. So it's going to be a real test of how can we adapt to changes, how can we move with the flow and kind of keep an open mind and be very flexible. So these are just messages for you, kind of like what's coming in, how you can best deal with it. We've got the Muse Tarot deck here with an amethyst cluster. I've got the Light Seers Tarot with a chrysanthemum stone, and then the Witches Tarot deck here with a piece of blue jasper. So if you just want to take a moment, pick a deck, pick a stone, whichever one, we will get right into this, okay? Hello, those of you who have chosen this Muse Tarot deck or the Amethyst Cluster, either one. I'll give you a quick look at your stone as usual with these pick a card readings. Amethyst is a beautiful stone. It's especially good for insomnia and keeping you in touch. It's like a really good spiritual stone. It's also one of the stones that I use for abundance. Now this one, like, it is just the cluster. There are a lot of different little obelisks coming off of there. It's not as deep as a color as, say, like this little piece of amethyst here. Um, but I feel like that's kind of a message of starting to bloom is what I'm getting. Okay, so there's your stone. Let's get right into your cards here. And I know this is a little bit different than I normally do pick a card readings, but I felt this was the best way to do this particular reading because it is such a powerful energy that is coming in. You want, first of all, a full deck, but first of all, to really channel as things come through. And I felt that was the most important. Often I pick cards before I start recording, and it makes for a smoother transition. But I feel like in this case, in this solar eclipse, there's not really going to be a smooth transition. But we shall see. Bottom of your deck here is the Emperor, which I really like to have like a base of the, how do I want to put that? The heart of the message, I guess. It feels kind of like a stepping into your power energy. You do have Four of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles here. Six of Voices, Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles coming right off the bat here. I do have the Moon, which I feel is, it just kind of emphasizes, with the fact that this is a solar eclipse, the sun is being blocked by the moon. I feel like this is a sign that this might be a very emotional transition, even transit for you. So definitely keep in touch whatever emotions you have. Make sure to check in with them. Make sure you know exactly where they're coming from, I want to say, because I do also have Nine of Voices, which is the Nine of Swords, and Four of Emotions, which is the Four of Cups. And it almost feels like there's just going to be something that you're going to feel rejected in. It's, or you're not happy with, it may be apathetic with. There's just, it feels like a lot of anxiety is coming through here. A lot of being uncertain of what the future brings and feeling, I'm getting a feeling of maybe you're not sure you're good enough for whatever's coming. But with this Six of Swords being here, I get the feeling that you're not only going to move out of that energy, but you're also going to be moving on from something else. With a lot of pentacles being here, It implies maybe a career, a job, something in the material world that you might be moving away from, something that has just reached its natural ending. And I feel like that is giving you a lot of anxiety as well, because I feel like you feel it coming, but you're not ready for it yet. But what I want to say here is you may not feel like you're ready, but I do see you being ready. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles kind of implies to me that you have been really good with your money. That yeah, you know where to pinch a penny when you need to is the message I just got there. But not only that, you've built a solid foundation for yourself in the physical world. So you're kind of standing in that power, reaping the reward of all of your hard work, which is really nice. I really like that. So when it comes to moving on, what you're moving towards is this Ace of Emotions, which is the Ace of Cups. It's something that's, it feels like it's going to speak to your heart, is the message that I'm getting with that one. Something new. You're not sure you're ready to move on towards, but you definitely are. So it's just getting in touch with your emotional side. I'd think worrying less about the physical side of things and making sure that, like, while your material things are in order, that your emotional stability, your emotional housing is the word I'm getting, is also really good. Let's get a little more on this. Just notice I've laid these cards out in what looks like a tree. I don't know if that means you'll be feeling most of this come Christmas or what, but let's just see here. Seven of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. This says to me, it's kind of like a laying of the groundwork for your future, planting the seeds and finding some patience, recognizing that with the Ten of Wands, there is going to be hard work involved. You might feel overworked at times and overburdened. Again, this also feels like an energy you're kind of coming out of. Like you recognizing whatever didn't come through for you wasn't meant for you. Because I do also have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here. So it feels like a recognition of this wasn't it, is what I'm getting. Just like you felt how you feel and you acknowledged it, and you're kind of, I feel, let it go. With the imagery with this heart here, the sun is shining out of it with the rays. It's like letting it free, setting it free kind of energy in favor of whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. For a lot of you, this does feel work related, wherein, like, if you were up for a promotion and you didn't get it, or you wanted to transfer, maybe in the same position but to a different store, something along those lines. It feels like they said no, but I get a feeling of, okay, well, I'll just move on anyway. Not necessarily into the role that you were up for, but something new that you understand is going to be better for you. Because I do have the Priestess and the Ace of Swords here with the Page of Pentacles. And it's, to me, almost kind of an acknowledgement saying, okay, well, you feel how you feel and I feel how I feel, but I don't want to be stuck in this anymore. So it's just like it took a minute for you to realize their motivations, is what I heard, or their intentions. and then you just decided, well, you can say no, but that doesn't mean I have to stay here. That kind of thing. Um, and I honestly love that three aces have come up so far. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Um, it feels like whatever this changes, because I feel like for some of you this hasn't happened yet, and with this solar eclipse coming, it's like that's what's with the unexpected change, right? Um, that might be what brings this rejection for some of you, and then it's just, well, like I said before, it's kind of like your ability to adapt to the change, right? So this is kind of you adapting and being like, well, okay, whatever. You said you would do this, or we went through the whole process and now we're not doing this anymore. I feel like I am more than good enough for this, but apparently I'm not good enough for you, so I'm just going to move on. It's like you've accepted their words, but you haven't accepted where they want to keep you, is what I'm hearing. It's it's like you know you deserve more than what you're being given. And so you're not going to settle until you get it, is what I'm hearing. Um, and the Page of Pentacles here gives a feeling for me of setting down new roots, wherever that may be. Like if you are moving and you're like, buying a home and you're settling down somewhere else, whatever. Or like a new relationship that you weren't sure you were ready for. Or as most of this feels like in terms of like your career, um, settling down in a new job somewhere else. It's somewhere that you feel that you've been guided, that you intuitively know will be better for you, is what's coming through. I would like a little more on that. I just really get a feeling of not settling for the hand you've been dealt, I guess. I want more on pretty much all of the aces. Ooh, really like this. Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. That says to me like that you're putting an end to whatever it is, whoever it is that is trying to keep you stuck. You're not doing it anymore. You know you've worked really hard for whatever this is, and you deserve to be. I heard move forward appropriately. I'm just looking here. The aces that have come up. I got 4 cards. We'll go over the rest. What I do have is 2 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords. In moving on to the new and ending whatever's here, I'm getting like a plea to be fair. And that's for some of you, not all of you. Like maybe it's just like saying kind of understand where they're coming from. And sorry, there's like an energy twisted around into it that I don't really like, which is probably this 7 of Swords, where it's just like understand where they're coming from, why they had to make the decision that they needed to make, but also don't be too inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm hearing for some of you, because some of you I'm just hearing, oh, I'm sure they had a good reason, I'm not really happy about it, I really wish they would change their decision. But for others of you, it kind of feels more like, I just want to say some shady shit has gone down around this decision. Like, whatever they're telling you isn't the real reason that they've said no or put you on the back burner or trying to keep you where you are. There's something else involved in this that you don't see, and you may never see. It What is that? It's, for some of you, I'm feeling like there's a tendency to be a little upset here as well, which I totally understand, because it felt like you were walking along this bridge and you were about to get in the door, and then the door was slammed and shut in your face. I'm feeling don't lean into the tendency to be just like a little bit petty in regards to this, is what I'm getting. Keep your head up, keep your head held high, act in a high vibration. Um, that'll be the best way to get through this. I'm hearing don't burn the bridge. As much as you may want to, it likely is not in your best interests. Because I also did get the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups here as well. And that was in regards to these three aces. Like, what's coming? It is Six of Pentacles is, I feel like, combined with this Nine of Cups, it's a gift. It's your wish fulfillment, right? This is what you've always been wanting, and it's going to bring in more abundance with it, thanks to the efforts that you've already put into it. So I feel like when it comes to this Seven of Swords and the Two of Pentacles and the message to not burn the bridge and everything like that, it's kind of a reminder that what you put into things is what you will get out. So even though you are being brought a wish fulfillment and abundance and everything, if there is a tendency to really lean into the petty and spiteful, like, revenge side of things, you might not get out as much as you were going to in the beginning. So just keep the vibration very high in this regard. But there is definitely, I feel, a moving on. I feel like there's no stopping it. Your path, if it hasn't already been, it will be set quite soon. Two of Wands. Looking towards the future, making your plans. The Emperor came out at the bottom of the deck again, as it did in the first shuffle. So it's taking control of your future and making the plans for your own success. Like, obviously, you're going to be working in conjunction with the universe here, but there is a lot of the legwork that's going to be needed to put in through you. And I also just heard, don't feel like you need to plan every aspect. Like, you want to see what your goal is and what you're working towards, but there is no possible way for you to control the outcome. As much as the Emperor would like to, it can't be done. So take a look at the big picture, ultimately where you want to end up, and move in that direction. The universe will provide the details when the time comes. But I want oracle cards. We'll get you Moonology just because it is an eclipse, right? And then I also want spirit animal, I believe. So I'll get you a Moonology first. And what we have here, oh, there's two. Oh! Okay, well, the first one is You Are Good Enough, which is a really fantastic reminder in conjunction with this Four of Cups energy that I'm getting, where, like, the rejection energy, and the Nine of Swords, like the anxiety, am I good enough? You are more than good enough. Don't forget that. But something else I wasn't really picking up on, which I'm interested in, is it says a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So I would say, with all of the aces that are here, that is absolutely true, especially with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Now I want to draw a card on that. No. I want a whole new deck. Tarot of Sexual Magic. New romantic cycle begins. Feels like for those of you who have been afraid to get out there and, like, I'm getting show yourself off and put yourself on the market, because I do have the Eight of Swords here with a new romantic cycle beginning. That is half the deck. That's too many cards. there's change coming in that area, which I like. You've been alone for quite a while with the Hermit. I think you've done a lot of growth, a lot of maturing I'm also getting here, which is really good. You've put a lot of work in. 10 of Wands here. I get the feeling a lot of you have been tired of feeling alone, especially with the 10 of Wands and the Hermit, and with the 5 of Wands being here, it feels like you're ready for some healthy competition, I'm getting, which is an interesting way to do it. Like you're really ready to put your best foot forward and go out there. This is going to be a hard decision for you to make with the 2 of Swords, especially if you have been single for quite a while. But like it says, a new romantic cycle approaches. Do have the Tower at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like you'll be surprised with what you find. Underneath that's the 3 of Pentacles and the Fool. It's like a whole new adventure for you. So it's just a matter of putting your best foot forward, which, I mean, should maybe strive to do. Anyway, but I also wanted Spirit Animal for you, card pile number 1, before we close this out. Oh, I like that. Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So this is definitely a reminder. It's like, okay, this didn't work out, but maybe you learned a lot from whatever happened. Just keep your head up and be graceful. I just heard in defeat. Not necessarily saying that you've been defeated, but like whatever rejection, whatever apathy, whatever depressive feeling that you've been feeling, you're coming out of it, and it's just a reminder to don't keep yourself in negative feeling. Keep your head up, be graceful, be thankful for everything that you've learned because you've come so far. Okay? That's what I have for you, card pile number 1. I like this. It obviously does look a little difficult, but I mean, with you seeming to come into your power and making the choices and the steps that are right for you, I think you're going to be getting off on this eclipse in the right foot. So I really like that. And that's what I have for you, card pile number 1, deck number 1, what have you. I hope this helped. If it did, please drop a like down below. That lets me know as a tarot reader I've tapped into your energies, which is super important. If you'd like to see more, I have new videos almost every day of the week. I have weekly energies on Sundays, yes or no's on Saturdays, and just a general mishmash of things in between. I have zodiac readings, pick a card readings, what have you. So if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Hello, those of you who have chosen Light Seers Tarot and the Chrysanthemum Stone. I'm going to give you a quick look at your stone here. This is a very beautiful piece. It's actually one of my favorites. The more I look at it, the cooler it gets. Chrysanthemum Stone is a very, very old stone. It is hundreds of millions of years old, which I think is super cool. And there's just like a whole process that goes into this. I would highly recommend looking them up if you can. Each stone is very different, very beautiful. But most importantly, these stones are really good for activating skills, talents, and abilities within you. It's especially good for those who maybe feel they have don't really know what their gifts are or have missed their calling. It's a really good stone to inspire people, and I feel like wake up your passion, right? And it's most importantly with this eclipse, it's a good stone for drawing in unexpected opportunities, right? And more to the point, those opportunities could help you live out your dreams. So when it comes to this stone and this eclipse, I felt like there could not be a better pairing, especially with the eclipse bringing in really unexpected changes, sometimes challenging changes, and there's also in some cases going to be, I feel like, a burst of inspiration. So I really want to get into this one for you. And those of you who have seen my pick a card readings before know that this is slightly different. Typically I choose the cards before I do the readings just because it streamlines the message just a little bit for me. In this case, I want to definitely channel from the deck as I go, because I feel like it's such powerful energy. I don't want to miss anything, if that makes sense, because sometimes when I'm choosing the cards before I do the recording, I'll stop at a certain card limit and be like, well, no, that's good enough. Whereas in this case, I'm just gonna go until I feel like you've got the most appropriate message that you need. And as you can see, I'm still going, even though there's a lot of cards that have fallen here. That is too much. That's half the deck. We'll start with this. There is a fair few that have fallen out here. Bottom of your deck, Ten of Swords. Whatever change is coming is going to bring about an ending, most likely a painful ending. But we'll see. The first thing that I saw coming out was the Eight of Swords. Some of you are feeling very stuck right now, especially if it's in regards to those of you who have no idea what you want to do with your life, but you know you want to do something, and you don't really like what you're doing right now. So I feel like that's kind of the main energy here. And with the Ten of Swords coming, I feel like a lot of you are going to be breaking out of that. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, you guys. In the past, I'm feeling a lot of you have been feeling very overworked, overburdened, very burned out. And maybe not necessarily even in the past. A lot of you are feeling this right now, which is probably also where this stuck energy is coming in, because you don't know how to get out, right? You don't know how to get out of the cycle. This is something that feels like you've been doing for a very long time. And it's an energy, it feels like that you've been stuck in for a very long time. You've been trying, I'm hearing, to plant seeds of success for your future, but it feels like every time you plant the crop, no rain comes, is what I'm getting. Like it's just drought after drought after drought, lack after lack after lack, and you're very tired of that. What I do see is I have the World here, and this Ten of Swords. There's an ending. There's a changing of the cycle coming. After you're at the World, after you've hit the World, that's the cycle ending, and the next step is the Fool. So I feel here that you're going to have a lot of options presented to you. I get the feeling that with this Ace of Wands and Knight of Wands, they're going to be coming quite quickly in your direction. And there is going to be one in particular that you're going to be eyeing up, especially because it looks like something that you've been waiting for. Judgment, Nine of Cups. This feels like it is kind of your life purpose, your divine path, so to speak. The thing that you've been wishing most for, even if you don't exactly know specifically what it is. I feel like there's been something inside of you that's just like, there has to be better than this. I know I need to be doing something, and I want to do that, whatever it may be. So I'm feeling almost like you will be surprised maybe at what your life's path ends up being, but you'll be surprised in a good way. It's kind of one of those things, I never in a million years saw myself doing this, but now that I'm doing it, I can't ever see myself doing anything else. And I do see it's like there's going to be a team around you. There is going to be some collaboration with this, but I want to sit these. It's interesting. I don't know. I set these up somehow in some way. I don't always know why I do it, but I kind of like group things as they need to be grouped. Some more on Three of Pentacles specifically. That's a different card. We will go into it. You want all of those? Yes, you do. Okay. For Three of Pentacles specifically, I do have Eight of Pentacles, and underneath that is the Wheel, which is awesome. It's kind of luck is on your side for sure. Three of Pentacles is absolutely some kind of new job, new hobby, something that is going to lead you where you need to be led. It's a change of pace from the way things have always been. It's a departure from the cycle that you've been stuck in. With the Six of Cups, it's in this one in particular with the imagery, it's kind of like things have been set in motion for quite a while. It's just taken a while for you to get to where you need to go. And once you get to this last cup here, it's going to ignite your drive, I'm getting. With this Knight of Swords, it's definitely an on the move energy, which I like, especially when you've been feeling stuck. I did get the Devil that came out on its own. This feels like the cycle that you've been stuck in and what it's been doing to you. It feels like you've been very much in your head about a lot of things. It's feeling trapped. It's feeling like you're just at the whim of other people, I'm getting, and you don't want that anymore. So you've been looking for a way out. I did also, these also came out with the Three of Pentacles. So I'm just going to go through them here. It feels like to me, I do have the Nine of Wands and the Hangman, again, further emphasizing the stuck energy no matter how hard you try. I get the feeling that you're kind of sick of trying in most cases. In regards to that, we did get the Eight of Cups. So it feels like you're letting yourself down from the sling that is keeping you hung, and you're just walking away. You're like, you know what, I can't keep doing what I've always been doing. I need to do something else. I do feel like it's going to give you, there's going to be a little turmoil within you, like you don't know where to go and what to do. I do feel it passing. It just feels like a momentary thing. Just feeling, what is that? You may feel like you're not cut out for the competition when it comes to new work. I do feel like you are. So don't let this particular worry keep you stuck. You do need to move forward. You want to move forward, so don't get in your head. Don't let other people get in your head, because ultimately what is coming forth, it does feel like your path. The Hierophant is often a commitment. It's often a higher education. It's often tradition as well. So it feels like if you're breaking the cycle of the things that have always been, it's almost as though you're starting a new tradition for yourself. And you're committing to your own happiness with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I just heard you're going to marry your work. Not saying that you won't marry someone else if you're looking for love as well. But in regards to the stuck energy that you've been feeling in general in life and what it is that you want to do with your life, you will find something that speaks so clearly to your heart that you will never want to do anything else. That's what I'm getting here. So keep an eye out for any sort of messages that might be coming through. Because there are messages. Feels like someone in particular is going to offer you something, and you're gonna not really be sure why they thought of you. I'm hearing. Okay, that's a weird uncooperative energy. It's almost saying that there needs to be a little mystery in this regard, that they're not going to want to give me much more. Yeah. There will be cause for celebration in the future, so don't worry about that. The Wheel of Fortune came out again. Luck is on your side. That's basically all that tarot is willing to tell me any further on this. It's just that you're going to not feel stuck anymore. You're going to be pulling yourself out of an energy where you don't know why you're meant to be here. the universe is going to let you know soon, is what I just heard. So let's get you some oracle cards here. Deck number 2. I'm doing the Moonology card because it is an eclipse. Feels appropriate. I will also be giving Spirit Animal Oracle as well. So that's Moonology for deck number 2. There we go. I love that. Step out of your comfort zones, bottom of the deck. And then we've got your hard work is paying off. Okay, so everything that you've put in through, not just in your job, but in your entire life, is paying off. Luck is on your side. I really like that. It's always good to know that your efforts are paying off for you. Because if they don't, it's just like, it's often kind of a sense of why do I keep trying, you know? So we do need the payoff every now and then. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Further emphasizing that they don't want to spoil your surprise. They want you to really be looking forward to this change that's coming. And also, like, even if you don't have any idea, like, how did this person think of me? Why are they asking me if I want to do this? Don't question it too much. Just kind of lean into it, is what I'm getting. Everything works out in the end. I just heard that line from what was it? The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. I really love that movie, and at the end, Dev Patel is like, everything will work out in the end, and if it hasn't worked out, then it's not yet the end. Something like that. I really love that line. So yeah, if you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like there's nowhere else to go, this is kind of the end of the line. It's not. If you're not happy, this isn't the end. So I really like that for you. Deck number 2. I hope this helped. If it did, please drop a line down below. That lets me know as a tarot reader I've tapped into your energies, which is super important. And if you'd like to see more, I do upload new videos almost daily at this point. Weekly energies on Sundays, yes or no pick a cards on Saturdays, and mishmash of stuff Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week. I do zodiac readings, I do pick a cards, what have you. So if you'd like to see more, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Hello, those of you who have chosen the Witch's Tarot deck or this beautiful piece of blue jasper. I'm just going to give you a quick look at your stone as usual. I love the depth in this one. I love kind of like the waves that are in it. Wish I could get my camera to really give you the best look at it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So blue jasper is a really, really lovely stone. It's often also known as hawk's eye. It can be used to really calm any mental chatter that you have going on. It gives you the clarity to move at the right direction at the right time, which is going to be really, really important for this eclipse coming up with all the changes, the unexpected changes. It's going to really challenge your ability to go with the flow and look at things from a common sense, logical standpoint, right? So the fact that this stone can help you see things a little more clearly and calm any anxiety or anything that you have going on is going to be very important. So I would recommend carrying this stone with you for a little while, if you have one. Yeah, it's, oop, as I drop it. Just seeing here. No, that's all the message I wanted to give you for this stone. So yeah, we will dive right in with the Witch's Tarot here. And for those of you who have seen my pick a cards before, you know that this isn't my usual way of doing things. I often pick the cards before I record just to streamline the message a little bit better. But in regards to this eclipse, it's such a powerful thing. I wanted to get as much energy as I possibly could. As many cards as I possibly could, because often when I pick cards before I record, I kind of stop at a certain number and I'm just like, well, that's good, that's the message. Whereas with this, I really just want to get as much as I possibly can out of this. So Now that it's finally starting to give me some cards. A few though. I want more. I want a big picture to start with. Do you want those? No, just that one. Okay. They're flying out here, so I'm really looking forward to what they're going to say. Not those though. Yes. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. This is really friggin' awesome. It's Ace of Pentacles is often one of those gifts from the universe, right? It's a solid new beginning. It's I'm hearing a physical new beginning, whatever that means for you. Interesting. The Hermit, there's I feel a lot of introspection that's been going on. There's the Ten of Swords here as well, and that might be what's causing it. I get that if you haven't left something behind, I get the feeling you're going to. I don't know if you know when or if you know how. I don't know if you've been planning it. You've been thinking about it for quite a while, for sure. With this Eight of Swords, you haven't done it yet. You've been, I'm hearing holding yourself back for the right moment. But it's been a long time coming with this Knight of Pentacles, especially in the reverse. It feels like it's taken longer than you wanted it to take, and that's not sitting well with you, which I totally understand. The Five of Swords in the reverse implies to me that this is not a good situation to be in whatsoever, whatever it is, and this is likely what is causing you to end whatever you're ending. Five of Swords to me is swords are communication and is how we think, but in this case it feels like what sort of insults have been hurled at you is what I'm getting. There's been a lot of very nice things not said lately. No, very not nice things being said that came out wrong. So I get the feeling that you're looking for something better, honestly. I want more. I do still have some cards sitting here, but I want to follow that train of energy a little bit. Yeah. There's been, oh gosh, Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This has been driving you crazy. This has been, I feel, keeping your anxiety going. There's Four of Cups underneath that as well. There's been some depression going on here. Yeah, it's either people or a person around you who's just not very nice. I feel like something someone offered you, they've now reneged on. I almost feel like something they promised you. Like, you do this, I will do this. I swear I will do this for you. And it's kind of like, you know how sometimes people cross their fingers behind their back when they lie? It feels kind of like that's what was going on there. That's what that shitty little smirk is about on this guy's face. And you've had enough. You've had your fill. For some of you, this was in regards to money. It could have even been like you lent them money, and now they're not willing to pay you back. If you've invested money, they're not giving you your return on that investment, which I don't like at all. That is a very shady way to do business. Very shitty way to do business too. I do want more. Like, I keep looking at these cards off to the side, but I'm just like, there's the connection to them isn't there yet. It's like you're working towards it. That might be the end of the reading I'm feeling. Yeah. We've hit the point here where you've had enough and you're walking away. Five of Pentacles. You've given all you can give and there's nothing left. So you're done. You're walking away. You're cutting this person off, Queen of Swords. Or these people, this business, what have you. You're just done. It feels like you will be making the decision around the time of the eclipse, but it might take you a couple more weeks to actually be like, you know what, I'm done. Like this, I've had my fill. You keep lying to me, and I'm done being lied to. You're examining what options you do have for the move forward. I do like the one thing I've noticed with like this being the third deck. The ones before it have also had similar message, whereas nobody is standing for anyone's shit at this time. We're just not. So there's a lot of walking away. There's a lot of leaving things behind. Everyone's situation is a little bit different, but everyone's just kind of handling things in their own way and saying, people can't take advantage of me anymore, is what I'm getting. Yeah, Four of Cups. Feels like you're leaving them out in the cold this time. This has been a very tough time for you, a very tough decision. Nine of Swords actually came out of the deck this time, so you're done. Which I am in full support of, by the way. Getting with this High Priest here, you're done feeling tied to their restrictions. High Priest is often a card of tradition too, in the way things have been done, the way they've always been done with the Six of Cups. You don't like the status quo anymore. You are fine to go along with what they said in the past. You're not doing it anymore. It's not serving you. Whatever you've put into this isn't coming back to you, and they're not willing to, I'm hearing, give you what you deserve based on your efforts. So you're done being tied to this business, this person, these people, whatever it is. Knight of Wands in the Chariot is, you're gonna go, and you're gonna go fast. Like you're tempted to burn the bridge on the way out, is what I'm feeling. I don't know that I'd recommend that, but you gotta do what you gotta do for your own happiness, your own benefit, right? Queen of Pentacles also came out. However you leave them, you'll come out better, is what I'm seeing. Especially if this is in regards to money. When you leave, you end up in a better position than when you started, I'm getting. I am worried that with all of these swords that have come out, I'm getting a lot of backstabbing feelings in this, which seems like it's triggering the decision to go. Also with this Six of Cups that's here, Six of Pentacles, it's like you're tired of being breadcrumbed along, is what I'm getting, especially if this is in regards to a relationship. Like you give more than you get back. They give you just enough to keep stringing you along, and you're done with that. Oh, this is lovely. For those of you where this is resonating in terms of love, new and better is coming with this Ace of Cups. The lovers, especially in regards or in conjunction with this Temperance card, it feels more like divinely guided love is what I'm getting. Mostly because there's an angel up here, and the figure on the Temperance card here also has feathered wings, angel wings. This feels like real soulmate energy. And Two of Pentacles coming out with it, especially with Temperance. Again, it feels like something that's going to bring you back into balance. It's going to bring you out of whatever stuck, whatever lack energy that you've been in. And I'm feeling open you up a little bit, open your heart up a little bit, which I really like. Karma, Page of Cups. Karma is judgment, and I heard karma has this situation well in hand. I think that's where coming out of this in a higher energy is going to benefit you. I want to say don't stoop to their level with this Seven of Swords here. Um, don't be immature with this Page of Cups is what I'm getting. And you will end things better than when you started is what I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a change, a collective change I'm feeling. Even if I had done this as zodiacs, I feel like every single message would have been just as similar as in these pick a cards, because like I said, every single one has leaving something behind and moving forward to your own benefit, which is an energy I just really like, especially when we're all feeling stuck, I find, because that was the other thing. There's a lot of stuck energy going on with this, and it feels like this eclipse is going to be a release is what I'm getting. I particularly love this reading in terms of love, though, with the divinely guided energy that is coming out here, especially if you've been looking for love. But yeah, this is definitely a feeling of standing in your power and saying, I'm done with this shit. Good luck without me is what I heard. I'm going to get you a Moonology card. It is an eclipse. It does feel appropriate. And then I'll also get you a spirit animal as well. Oh, yep. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. I can feel it for sure. I've been fighting a lot of strong emotion back during this reading in particular. I'm feeling a lot of anger coming out. Just at the way you've been treated. And I completely understand with all of these swords that have been here, the 8, the 10, the reversed 5, oof, the 2, the 9. No, I'd be done with this too. I just heard be careful of what you say, especially with all of these swords. And the Queen of Swords here. Be careful of what you say. The Queen of Swords, I find, like, she can be cold, she can be brutal, but, I mean, you don't have to say a lot to say a lot, if you know what I mean. Sometimes just a quick quip is better than a monologue. So, that's what I have for that one. Spirit animal, what do we have for you? Whoop. Brown bear spirit, take time out. Koi fish spirit at the bottom of the deck, there's always enough. Yeah, this almost feels like once you do and say what you need to say, you need to take a moment to get your head back in order. Process what's been said, process what's been done, and just do what's best for you. Ultimately, this whole situation, you're going to be doing what's best for you, but in this case, I'm feeling a lot of self-care goes a long way. So take care of yourself after all of this, especially with emotions are running high. Take care of your heart, take care of your mind, take care of your body. So I cannot say that this eclipse is going to be easy, but at the end of things, once the energy has dissipated, you will come out in a better place. Okay? That's what I have for you, card pile number 3. I hope this helped. If it did, please drop a like down below. That lets me know as a tarot reader I've tapped into your energies, which is super important. If you'd like to see more, I have new videos almost every day. I've got weekly energies on Sundays, yes or no pick a cards on Saturdays, and then a mishmash of other stuff Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's zodiac readings, there's more pick a cards, what have you. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.